Do you ever feel exhausted, but not because of work? You're tired because you're constantly comparing yourself to others. We see people successful at 25, owning businesses, houses, and cars, living what looks like a perfect life. Then we think, what have I been doing all this time? I've been there. Feeling like a failure, feeling like I'm not enough, feeling like I always have to be the best. Look cool on Instagram, succeed fast, and look happy, even when my heart was breaking. This time, we're going to talk about a book titled The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. It's not your typical motivational book, nor is it an invitation to be completely indifferent. Instead, it's an invitation to pick and choose what truly matters to fight for and what isn't worth overthinking. Mark Manson says we often focus on the wrong things. It's not that we aren't great enough. It's that we're too busy caring about things that don't actually matter. We don't have to be great at everything. Because when we try to chase everything, we lose our way. We end up not being truly good at anything. Instead of chasing everything, why not just focus on what's truly meaningful? And here's something people often forget. Everyone has problems. Me, you, all of them. The only difference is which problems are worth fighting for. Like a friend of mine, he used to have a corporate job with a decent salary, but every day he complained about being tired, bored, and stuck. He dreamed of becoming a content creator but was afraid of failing and being judged. Finally, he asked himself, do I want to keep having this kind of problem? Or do I want to take a risk and have the problems I choose for myself? Eventually, he started uploading videos, even though his views were only in the dozens. He stayed consistent every day, despite being ignored or criticized. And now, he lives off his passion. Does he still have problems? Yes. But he doesn't regret it because these are the problems he chose. That's a huge lesson from this book. We can't eliminate problems, but we can choose which problems are worth living through. That's how life becomes meaningful. Because you're no longer running. You're standing tall and saying, this is my life, and I will decide for myself what matters to me. There's one part of this book that made me stop reading for a moment. Mark Manson wrote, "You are not special." It sounds hurtful, right? But the more I reflected on it, the more relieved I felt. For a long time, I demanded so much of myself to be extraordinary, to be different, to be better than everyone else. In reality, that just made me stressed because my expectations were too high and every failure felt devastating. Mark teaches us this: accepting that we are ordinary isn't giving up. It's the first step toward real growth. Because when you realize you have limitations, you become more open to learning. You're not busy protecting an image. You're focused on improving yourself. Like when I joined a business pitching competition, I thought my idea was the coolest and most unique. It turned out the judges felt it wasn't realistic. I was disappointed, but I realized I was too busy trying to look brilliant that I forgot to build a solid foundation. When I accepted that I didn't know everything, I started listening to feedback and learning from scratch, and that's exactly what made me grow. We can also see this in the story of Anthony Tan, the founder of Grab. He knew from the start he couldn't immediately beat Uber. He was aware of his limitations. He had less funding and technology that wasn't as advanced as his competitors. But he focused on his strengths, the Southeast Asian market, and the real problems happening on the streets of big cities and messy transportation. Because he was honest about his limitations, he created a solution that hit the mark. Now, Grab is one of the biggest tech companies in Asia. Limitations aren't barriers. They are entry points to true strengths if we dare to be honest and stop pretending to be strong. I once felt I absolutely had to have a huge income to be considered successful. I worked constantly, chasing targets until I had no time for myself. And when that income finally came, it felt empty. In this book, Mark says what makes us miserable isn't the problem itself, but the values we use to measure our own lives. If your value is based on others' validation, you'll always be tired because people's standards never end. But if we change the value from I must look successful to I want to grow and learn, life feels lighter. The point isn't that our lives have to be perfect, but our way of looking at life is what needs fixing. Sometimes we are so busy wanting to look good that we forget to be honest with ourselves. We wear masks so that people will like us. We follow trends, pretend to be strong, pretend we're okay, even when we're falling apart inside. We're afraid of looking weak, afraid of being seen as a failure, afraid of being labeled worthless. But the more we lie to ourselves, the further we get from an honest life. Mark Manson invites us to be brave enough to face all that. Not by being a person who is always positive, but by accepting reality and keeping going, even when that reality isn't pleasant. Having the courage to say, yes, I haven't succeeded yet. Yes, I chose the wrong path yesterday. Yes, I don't know what to do. That's not a weakness. That's bravery, because it's from that point that we can start again. Not from a mask, but from honesty. We don't need to look strong all the time. What we need is to learn to be ordinary human beings who keep walking despite being afraid and keep rising despite the pain. This book doesn't teach you to be indifferent to everything. It teaches you to choose the things that are truly worth caring about. Life is short and our energy is limited. If everything is considered important, we won't have room for the things that are truly meaningful. So, from now on, it's okay if you aren't perfect. It's okay if you haven't reached the point you wanted yet. What matters is that you know what you're fighting for, and you're doing it consciously, not because of the world's pressure. You don't have to be extraordinary to be worthy of love. You just need to be honest and keep growing into the best version of yourself. If you like content like this about books, life, and lessons from everyday experiences, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes the most valuable lessons come from the books we find by accident.